एवरीवन। आज हमारे साथ है रेडियो एलजे में सुहासिनी सुरेश एंड शी इज़ फ्रॉम बैंगलोर, जिनका एक स्टार्टअप है जॉर्बिट मैजिकली अनमेस. I found this name very interesting. So first of all, Suhasini ma'am, welcome to Radio LJ.
Thank you, Devanshi.
Yes, all right. So, ma'am, we shall begin with the brief introduction about what you are doing and what your business is.
Sure. So, before I go into what my business is, I want to tell you where my business came from.
All right.
I'm a mother of 2 children, and over the years, I have 2 dogs. One died, one is there. And my entire life revolved around cleaning. कभी बच्चे के पीछे, कभी कुत्ते के पीछे, कभी पानी गिराया, कभी जूस गिराया, कभी किसी ने उल्टी कर दिया, एंड दिन भर बस साफ करने एंड स्मेल निकालने में दिन चला जाता था. सो दैट इज़ वेयर Zorbit magically unmess. The conception of it happened from a very personal pain point. कि दिन भर साफ करो, एक तो साफ करने में किसी को मज़ा नहीं आता है, एंड ऊपर से जो सबसे ज़्यादा गंदगी वाली मैसेज होते वो साफ करना पड़ता था बच्चों और कुत्तों के चक्कर में. सो देन व्हेन आई केम अप so when I created the formulation of our flagship product, so our flagship product is a powder that converts any liquid into a solid within 30 to 60 seconds. Came from a very personal pain point of cleaning up pee, diarrhea, vomit, etc.
Oh my God.
Smell. And then of course we became a firm that we deal in quick, innovative and safe cleaning products which are meant for houses with pets and children. So these are safe formulations, and they are quick because all our products have 2 to maximum 5 steps in cleaning, not more than that. And they are innovative because they are looking at changing the way you clean, for example, like I told you कि अगर if you have a spill, जूस गिरा दिया तो क्या करोगे आप? या तो टिश्यू लेके आओगे या कपड़ा लेके आओगे, पहले पोंछोगे एंड देन वो चिपचिप रहेगा, फिर आप पानी और डालोगे, फिर और चिपचिप रहेगा, फिर सोप डालोगे, फिर फिसलने का डर रहेगा, फिर फिनाइल डालोगे. So there's at least 6-7 steps and at least 30 to 45 minutes of cleaning, and it still won't be completely clean. Whereas with Zorbit magically unmess the powder, you spill juice, for example, you immediately pick up the powder, you sprinkle powder on it, wait for 30 seconds, it solidifies into this like a layer, which you can then use a dustpan, जो झाड़ू करके जो dustpan होता है, you scoop it up and there's no chip. There is no smell. It absorbs all the smell. It has a very nice fragrance, pleasant fragrance, but not like orange, lemon, artificial fragrance, very natural fragrance. And it is completely biodegradable. So it's a plant-based product. And all our products are like this, which are innovative products, जो आपको साफ करने में ही मजा आए.
Yes, like cleaning in an innovative way.
Yes.
जो आपने यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया ना, I remembered one thing when I was living with my family. मेरा भाई है, उसे ऐसे सब गिराने की बहुत आदत है. ऐसे ही गिराता रहता है और डांट खाता रहता है घर में सबसे. So once I remember, उसने इंक जो आती है ना, the liquid ink which we fill in the fountain pen, वो वाली इंक उसने गिरा दी फ्लोर पे. And then he was like, oh my God, what to do now? बाहर से बहुत सारे मॉप्स लेके आया. He collected so many newspapers and papers from all around the house, and he sat down and started cleaning the floor, and eventually he ended up messing up the whole area. Like the area, जो area जहाँ पे उसने गिराया था वो सिर्फ इतना सा था, and eventually he ended up पूरा एरिया कवर करके ऐसे क्लीन करके. सो नाउ आई फील कि इफ आई वुड गिफ्ट हिम दिस प्रोडक्ट, this would be definitely a very better thing for him to do.
Absolutely. और डांट भी कम खाएगा.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes.
Yeah.
So that is where, but the flip side of the coin is कि consumer behavior जो है change करना भी मुश्किल है. Even for me, it took me a long time to adopt the powder myself, क्योंकि हमारे में कितना ingrained है कि कुछ गिरा तो या तो पेपर डाल दो या कपड़ा ला लो. So it takes a little while to understand कि भाई ये तो actually में इतना easy है.
Exactly.
But once you start using it, I will give you an example. जो मेरी house help है, जो she is not educated, right, but she is living with us, और उसने जल्दी अडॉप्ट कर लिया मेरे से जॉर्बेट पाउडर को, क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा साफ उसको करना पड़ता था. सो इवन टुडे इफ समथिंग स्पिल्स, जैसे जॉर्बेट, जैसे घर में अंडा टूट गया तो अंडा इज़ वेरी स्मेली, लेकिन जॉर्बेट डाल के इट क्लीन्स अप एंड देयर इज नो स्मेल. सो अभी जैसे ये सब मेस होता है तो मेरे को बोलना भी नहीं पड़ता है. शी विल ब्रिंग द पाउडर एंड क्लीन इट अप एंड शी विल से दीदी देखो कितना अच्छे से साफ हो गया. सो इवन बिफोर आई कैन गेट टू इट, वंस अ कंज्यूमर अडॉप्ट्स इट एंड यूजेस इट, then they don't know how to clean any other way because it is that simple.
Yeah, absolutely. So in general, like in
Yes.
total, how many products do you have now?
Sure. So I have 4 products now. So one is the powder, as I told you. And like I said, all our products, I don't think I mentioned it, but like I said, 2 to 5 steps. And also all our products are eco-friendly because they are used without the use of water to clean up. So you don't need any water to clean it up. So we have products like, I have a car foam cleaner. Now this car foam cleaner is very unique because it can be used on interiors, exteriors, dashboard, upholstery, glass, everywhere. Okay, it is one product and you don't need any water. It's a foam cleaner. You spray it and you leave it for 30 seconds and then you take a cloth and clean it, and any surface that it is, it will clean up. If you have fabric upholstery जिस पे stains हो, it will also remove stains. So you can spray it, leave it for 30 to 60 seconds and use the brush that you use to normally clean, you can just brush this thing and the stains come off and then you wipe it off with a cloth. It doesn't take too long to dry as well. And these are safe chemicals. So for example, other foam cleaners, they have carcinogenic elements in them, which Zorbit Magically Unmessed does not have. So that is the car cleaner. Then there is another product which is a multi-purpose foam cleaner, which can be used for homes and offices. So it can be used in homes, offices, on, again, multiple surfaces. It can be used on appliances, on wood, on glass, on leather, on tables, anywhere. And again, waterless cleaning. And then we have a kitchen cleaner, which is a slightly more popular segment, so to speak, but also this is safe. So you can use it with bare hands, unlike wearing gloves with traditional kitchen cleaners, but it will cut through 10 years, 20 years of grease. It will cut through. So it will clean it absolutely clean, but made with safe chemicals. And all of them have a very pleasant, not overpowering smell also.
And they are natural products. That's
Yes.
the good
Yes.
thing about them.
Yes. I wouldn't say they are natural in the sense not all of them are made of completely natural, but of course everything in nature is also chemicals, but these are safe chemicals. These are not unsafe chemicals which have long-term health hazards. There are safe chemicals because foam cleaners, for example, cannot be manufactured without certain chemicals. So yes, there are some chemicals involved, but these are not unsafe for houses.
Yeah, and they are wonderful products. And one product that you mentioned, which is car cleaner,
Yes.
I think I should, definitely gift it to my father because once I saw him, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जो कुछ अलग अलग चीज़ें ट्राई करते हैं टू क्लीन देयर ग्लासेस. कार के जो ग्लासेस उनको साफ करने के लिए दे यूज मल्टीपल थिंग्स. सो वंस आई सॉ हिम एंड आई फाउंड इट वेरी फनी. He just took one potato, cut it into 2 slices, and when I went to him, I saw him. He was cleaning the glass of the car with the 2 slices of potato, and I was like, "What are you doing, Dad? Is this the way to clean the glass?" And he said, "You don't know that it cleans the glass very, like बहुत अच्छे से साफ करता है ये." And it was very funny. I laughed it. I just laughed at it कि ये क्या तरीका होता है, आलू के 2 slices करके आप उससे साफ कर रहे हो. So like ये चीज काफी ज्यादा easy है. The product which you are here with.
Please gift कीजिए.
Yeah,
We are there on
definitely.
Amazon. I will share the links.
Yeah.
And we're on Flipkart, Amazon, and on our website as well.
Yeah.
So feel free to gift it to your dad and tell me how it goes.
Definitely. So it's a good product to use.
Thank you.
Yeah. So ma'am, like you just mentioned that from 2 years you
Yes.
have been you're with this. So before that, what was your background before coming
Sure.
into it?
So See, for a large part of my career, right, I am a Six Sigma certified black belt. I worked in the corporate industry in quality management for a long time across industries. I worked in healthcare, I worked in retail. Then I gave birth to my son in 2012. And after my son was born, I didn't really want to go back to the corporate world. So I took a break from work. And then that break just continued. My son was born, then my daughter was born. I had my dog before my son was born. And then my son was born, daughter was born. Then my father in law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. So I spent a large part of the last 12 years, not last 12 years, last about 10 years, caring for my father in law, my children. Now my children are grown slightly. My son is 12 now. So, I have a little more time on my hands to look at what I want to pursue. Yeah, over the years, I've pursued a different passions, but this, like I said, came from a very personal pain point, and it's continued over the years. And it's been a very nice journey, because just when I started in March, I won the Britannia My Startup Contest Season 4. And that was very helpful, because I started this with a very small amount, just from my savings account, very, very small savings account. And so when winning the contest, just when I was launching, like March I launched and May I won the prize. So I got a little bit of money, and that's brought me quite far in terms of, from one product to 4 new products. There is some brand awareness. There are people who know a little bit about Zorbit Magically Unmess now. So that was very fulfilling.
Okay.
And yes.
So after, such a break, इतने लंबे ब्रेक के बाद, what inspired you कि नहीं, now I want to do this, ये मुझे करना है, like after such a long break? I hope that many of struggles and hurdles might have come up to your way, but how did you face that all? And
see, एक तो family is a huge cheerleader. I come from a family जहाँ पे I'm very lucky, जो सब मेरे को hype करते हैं. My mom and dad, my sister, my husband, my children, they're all like mama's fans. Even today, when my son goes and meets someone, he'll go and say, my mom runs, before me, he's already gone and done the marketing for me. My dad, my sister, my husband, they're all my biggest cheerleaders, so every time, and especially my husband, because every time I wanted to do something, it's always my husband who's told me कि तुम में ये capability है, तुम करो.
Yeah.
You don't worry about कि he tells me कि you don't worry about how successful you will get. He's never stopped me, or not in terms of stop, he's never discouraged me from pursuing anything, even if he does not believe in it. So very honestly, for example, Zorbit Magically Unmess is not something that he believed in initially. And that is the true measure of support of a partner. He may not believe in your idea, but he believes in you.
yes.
And so even though he does not believe in my idea, he believes in me. And that gives me a lot of strength, like I'm here and my children are at home, and everybody is rallied around. Ki we will take care, you go and come. You go and conquer the world. We will take care of what is needed to be done. And we will help out where we can. So,
That's
hurdles
truly,
hai,
yeah.
but when the support is there, then you can do whatever you need to
Yeah,
do.
definitely. Okay, so I'm very curious to know about, like, how did you came all the way from Bangalore? What context led you to LJ in Ahmedabad? So how did you came in contact with us and this event, Women Investing in Women? So how did you just get here?
So very honestly, I saw your post on Insta and I was very intrigued, because in the, Bangalore being the tech hub, there's a lot of talk around tech, and while there is a very active startup culture there, and like I've always said, entrepreneurship is a very, very lonely journey. And so as you start networking, as you start meeting people, you get to know about events. Nahi to you're left to Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or
Yes,
Google.
definitely.
So yes, I did see your ad on Instagram, but then it was very intriguing for me to also hear about women investing in women, to understand that. I also felt that that's a space where, as a woman, coming from a very personal pain point, it's something that, at the risk of sounding sexist, at the risk of sounding a little um, mm, traditional or patriarchal, but most of the cleaning falls on women's shoulders. And whether we want to admit it or not, that is the reality on the ground. So therefore, I felt that pitching to a group of women will be far more personalized and will be a good place for me to start looking at. While I understand how Zorbit does in the market on a at a very removed level, where I'm looking at my numbers and statistics, but understanding in a room full of people whether they are interested in buying, interested in putting their money in it, it's a very nice space to start. And I'd heard a lot of good things about the entrepreneur initiative. I'd heard, I'd read in terms of the kind of startups that you've invested in, which are innovative places. And also, Debapriya was so forthcoming in terms of, how she taught me how to look at my business, even in 2 calls, to be able to explain to me where I was lacking, how I needed to look at it exactly. That's the kind of guidance that I really appreciated. And I said, yes, this is worth going for me to see how it pans out.
That's wonderful. We are lucky to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, coming back to your product,
Yes.
Zorbit.
Yes.
Like, how do you market your product? What's the strategy or what's the tool that you use to do marketing of your product?
See, primarily, we are a D2C brand. So most of our marketing is done, almost all of our marketing is done online. So through Meta, through Google Ads, is where our marketing there is digital. There is some offline marketing, which is in terms of where you have stalls in apartments or housing societies. But I would say 90% of our marketing is through digital media or through word of mouth. That is all there is to it. I am not a great marketer. I am learning the ropes of marketing myself. So इतना मेरे को मालूम है, मैं इतना कर रहा है. And as I learn more, I will start looking at other avenues of it.
Yeah. And knowing about how your product works, now I would say that if you run an ad campaign, like, we have a lot of examples, like 2 of the examples I have shared with you
Correct.
right now. So, using those kind of stuff, if you run an ad campaign, I think, a lot of public, 40 से 60% public को ये ads देख के ही मन हो जाएगा, like, I want to own this product, I want to buy this product.
Thank you so much, Ravi. मैं भी लेके जाऊंगी ideas और डालूंगी उसको.
Definitely. All right, ma'am. So now, just heading towards the end of our conversation, I would like to know about your overall experience. Like, you came to LG University for this wonderful event, which is
Yes.
Women Investing in Women. And so you were the part of that event. So how you felt about it, your overall experience, ma'am?
It's been a wonderful experience. It's been so well organized, and very honestly, I was very pleasantly surprised to look at the amount of effort that has gone into. I came in. I flew in today morning. I'm flying back early tomorrow morning, and I didn't expect to be here more than 2 hours. I thought I'm coming for an event, and I'll finish speaking and I'll leave. But I've the amount of effort you've put in just making sure that I meet so many people, in terms of investing your time and effort in thinking about what women entrepreneurs need. We need support, we need to speak, we need to network, and to be able to put that in place for us, to give us a space to have the spotlight, to give us a space to have the visibility to each other, to what others are doing. I think it's a wonderful effort, and it's been very enriching for me to come here, to see the effort that is put in, to understand how much more there is, and to reach out. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for being the part of this event and being here at the studio of Radio LJ. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am.
Thank you, Devanshi. Thank you, everyone.